and I'm pushing this button, and I gotta push this button, and I push this button, and then I push this button, and Joe, we should be live. Hey, buddy.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back from vacation. Chris, this is the first day we've both been able to get on, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
It's good to
Because
see you, buddy.
this is funny because the other day I did the distractions. I continued the distractions from yours, and I got cut off in like 15 minutes. Sorry, guys. Only thing I was going to tell you was distractions suck.
Yeah.
And they get in your way. Sometimes they're necessary, but sometimes they're good. You can have good distractions. Like when you're having a bad day and something makes you happy, that's a good distraction. When something takes you away from what you're not supposed to be doing or what you're supposed to be doing, that's a bad distraction.
That's a bad
Covered.
distraction.
There we go. Easy.
All righty then.
Hi,
Thank you,
everybody.
Joe. Appreciate that, man.
Yesterday, I was having internet trouble. You like that?
I love that. I love that. So yesterday, I went back to distractions yesterday, Joe, because you were having internet issues. So we've had 3 days of distractions. Yep. And so today, what we're going to actually talk about is professionalism in your business. Professionalism in your business. So we want to make sure that everybody got enough of the distractions. What's that? What's that?
I said, AKA getting your shit together. You got to get
Yeah,
your shit
absolutely.
together.
Yeah.
Ducks in a row. Ducks in a
So,
row.
yep. So here's the deal.
We were having a heck of a conversation before we jumped on.
When we're in business, and we've talked about this lightly, and today we're going to kind of go down a rabbit hole a little bit, and that's okay. We will preempt our conversation by saying the market sucks today. It's 35.71 at the moment. We're going to leave it at that, and we're going to talk about business instead of crypto today. But what I can tell you is if you didn't sell, you haven't lost anything. Just hold on for a minute, okay? It's going to be okay. But that's not even the source of my frustration today. So today we want to talk about business and your name, okay? So first and foremost, I want to apologize to anyone whom I've had the conversation with that possibly in some way realized or got involved with something or got information that I passed along and maybe it wasn't 100% or something didn't completely come to fruition or it just never materialized at all. I mean, so I want to apologize for that first. And then I want to talk about the lesson in that. Okay, so the lesson in that is real simple. I am a businessman. I am an entrepreneur. Okay, Joe is a businessman on and off the camera. Okay, he is also an entrepreneur. No worries, bro. So, I've learned this lesson that unless I'm told something 3 times and have proof that it's going to pop, I'm keeping my mouth shut. Why? Because when we join these companies, yes, we own our own business. We're in business for ourselves, all that good stuff, right? But we join a company that's supposed to have X, Y, and Z in place and have things ready to go and things should be you join a company because joining a company is like buying a franchise. Okay, the tools and the marketing and the products are there. All you have to do is step in and put your spin on it, your personality, and smile and shake a few hands and you're good to go. It's not always the case, y'all. It's just not always the case. So I just want to put that out there. I want people to really think about it because your face, your name, your voice, your written text are what people go on. Okay, your following is your following. They don't give a damn about that person that owns the company that told you that this was coming and that was coming and we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that. They don't care nothing about that. They don't even know that person. Okay, they know you, right? They know Joe. They know me. Okay, so the moral, the lesson here is for us to all be the best stewards we can be. We all need to be the best stewards we can be of our own business. Would you agree, Joe?
I definitely agree. And kind of,
Don't you freeze on me.
yeah, I definitely. I'm not freezing. I'm not freezing. I haven't clicked a button or nothing. You know, I think they got my internet fixed a little bit better today because the picture's a lot clearer.
Yep.
So maybe it messing up yesterday helped today. I don't know. Beats me. But anyways, I absolutely agree. It's not, and we're not going positive or negative on anything here. We're simply explaining how to look at things, I guess you'd say. You know what I mean?
Truth.
You know, and it's difficult. It's difficult when you don't know all the information. You know, and you can't give me a picture of something and expect me to do it. I can't do that. You know what I mean? I'm not going to half-ass it. You know what I mean? And by me not half-assing it and somebody else half-assing it, it makes that other person look better. You know what I mean? In the short term. But, you know, you know, and we've ran into this with one company already. You know what I mean? It's like, and I couldn't get all the information I was comfortable with and wanted. You know what I mean? So I didn't push a product, plain and simple. You know what I mean? And we're, you know, and I know maybe the big debut, big rollout hasn't come out or something, but I saw the pictures they posted on some stuff. You know, and the funny thing is, Chris, I was working on my own deal with that company. I didn't know that was the company. I was working on my own whole thing.
Surprise.
Surprise! Yeah, and I was like, what the fuck? Oh, hey, Glory, you know the ATM company? Okay. But, no, and I was like, I didn't know that. Surprise. You know, I was like, whoops. Anyways, but, you know, and I'm sitting here, I'm thinking, everybody have a good time. I was like, whoops, that, you know, back up, back up, you know. But these are just things that but there's, you know, I can see putting little teasers out and things like that. I get that completely. But need a little more information. You know what I mean? And that's just the way thing works. We're just coming off the first of the year and everything. But we kind of have to, as those of us out here in the field, we're kind of at the we're at the mercy, I guess you'd say. Yeah, we're at the mercy of whatever we get. You know what I mean? And that's it. You know, we're trying to go, you know, what's going on? What's going on? And I know we have the meetings and stuff, and they kind of tell us what's going on, you know, if you're able to catch them or you can catch them on the reviews. You know, and that's the thing. If you can't make a meeting, you can always go find it on YouTube or something. You know what I mean? Or usually they're posted on the KGX community page.
Right.
And we're not specifically talking about KGX either, but it's just the way
any company has their update pages.
You need to you need to, you know, stay informed with those. And there's always reasons why information is coming out and not coming out, you know, but it's hard to push something, even to pre-push it without any information. You know what I mean? And I've kind of got myself in that situation on the ATM deals. You know, I'm going, well, it's, you know, and now I'm starting to be a jackass because I'm coming back into somebody's business and I don't have the information. I'm coming back. Now I'm freezing. Great. But it's like that, you know, and it's like, hey, where's that thing you're going to bring me? I'm like, no, working on it. You know what I mean? I'm like,
there was a glitch. The last thing you want to do is tell a business person that you're having a glitch with something, because you know, if what goes through their mind is, well, hell, if they're having a glitch and they can't even get it out the door, what's going to happen when I get it here to my store or my business and it glitches, and then I'm going to have to answer, well, why don't this thing work? You know, and I don't know anything about Bitcoin or this, that, and the other.
The one thing I can tell you, though, is this company's product works. I know it works.
One thing I can tell you,
business with them Also, that's one thing I can tell you is, I know. I actually can stand for. Honestly, I didn't know that we were dealing with that company. I didn't know KGX was.
It's all good, brother.
Look into it, and so I did. And I've got their app on my phone and everything. It's like when I saw that picture, I went, "You got to be kidding me!" I was like,
"It's all good, brother."
Program, because I know what's going on already.
It's all good. It's all good. So,
I'm just saying, how often does that happen?
Right? Well, to you, Joe, it happens a lot. I'm just going to put that out there. It just happens a lot to you, brother. That's all I can say.
Well, I know.
Bethany says, "What are you talking about?" Yeah. He's talking about the ATMs that are that KGX is releasing, and he was in contract or negotiating contract to do the very same ATMs. So it's just ironic. He didn't know that he was working on the same thing. So it's all good.
Oh, whoops.
But here's the thing, okay? And I want to kind of take the needle and thread and bring it back through this here loop for a second. And I want everybody to understand something very clearly, very concisely. When I own my business, okay, I'm in control of what information I give. I.e., example for real world. Joe owns a bar, okay? He turns the sign to open, right? And he says what drinks are on sale that day to the bartender, and the bartender gives those drinks on sale for that day, okay? But that comes from Joe, right? Because it's Joe's business. So Joe didn't say anything. He didn't say, well, I heard there's this new regional drink, and I think it's got gin, and it might have a little Kiyosaki in it, and it might have a little suki, and oh yeah, by the way, it tastes like watermelon. And the bartender's going to look at Joe and go, "That's really?"
Yeah.
So, here's the deal.
$9.
And it's $9. So when we are talking, when we are putting information out, and we're using our face and our name, okay, then we need to make sure that we know 100% proof positive, without a shadow of a doubt, exactly that what we're saying has either already happened or is so close to happening, you could touch it with your finger. Okay? Because we're the ones that people come back to and say, well, where's this? Or what's up with that? Or why didn't this work? Or why didn't that work? And see, here's the great thing about owning a franchise. Okay? If you get into the franchise mindset instead of the direct sales or MLM mindset, you're going to ask a lot more questions. Believe me, if I'm paying $1 million to put the Golden Arches up, you better believe I got a lot of questions, okay? So if I treat my direct sales business that I pay $300 for, like I bought a McDonald's that I paid $1 million for, I got a whole lot of questions over here for these people, right? You get me? So that's all we're trying to really say is, make sure that you collect the information. Make sure you sift the information. Make sure that you're on top of the things that potentially down the road could come back and bite you. Okay? So again, apologies go out to anyone whom I've ever said or not delivered on anything in the past. I ask for forgiveness. Thank you. Go, Joe.
And that's right in line with what you just said there. Make sure if you have any questions, make sure you get them answered fully and wholly to your absolute understanding. Absolute. Where you can explain it forwards, backwards. You got an explanation forwards, backwards, how this works. You need to know how to put the water in the coffee pot. Okay? Yes. I got a coffee pot at the bar. Forever, I never made coffee because I couldn't figure out where the hell to put the water. Okay? You know what? You don't put water in it. It's plumbed in. I had a
You just
screwdriver
hit
taking my
start.
coffee off and putting water in it. Gloria saw me doing it one day. She's like, "What the hell are you doing?" And I was like, "What? I'm putting water in the coffee pot." She's like, "You don't have to." I'm like, "What do you mean?" It's like it's plumbed in. Like it's you just hit the button. Why didn't you just hit the button? I'm like, "I don't know." Like, how do you think you just get hot water out of it instantly? I'm like, I don't know. I don't drink hot cocoa. You know what I'm saying?
Buddy.
So know what the hell
Yes.
you're doing.
Absolutely.
Because I would have been like, this is the worst damn coffee pot in the world. Now, hey, I'll tell you what, that coffee pot one of these days is going to be in my kitchen. And I'm going to plumb it in because it's just like an ice maker line. And all you got to do is hit the button. It's like, you're like, woohoo, it stays warm all day long and don't go off after a couple hours. I'm telling you, fantastic.
Brother man.
No, that's a good thing right there. I mean, I had an amazing coffee pot and didn't know it. But, sometimes it goes the other direction and you're thinking, oh, this is amazing. And you're like, oh, crap. Sometimes it's not that you can't work the product, the damn product ain't there. Or it's broken. Well, sometimes it's broken. It's not always operator error.
See? And sometimes
I'm not talking about anything in
particular. I'm just questions. Correct. And sometimes you just don't ask enough questions, and what you end up with is a pig in a poke. However, the pig in the poke had this really cool advertisement and write-up on it, and you bought what was written, but that ain't what you got. Just saying. Hey, y'all.
Yeah.
It's been a great day.
It's like those Chinese products. You know what we bought? We bought this. I'm talking, Chris. Hold on.
Go, boy.
About
go.
My potato cutter.
Tell me.
We bought this thing. Gloria and I were shopping. This was over a year ago, I think. It wasn't maybe about a year. Last Christmas, wasn't it? This was last Christmas. And we buy a lot of kitchen stuff and then forget we buy it because we stick it in the pantry, on a shelf. And, you know what I mean? Well,
and you're not used to using it, so you forget about it.
Something else, I saw it. We never used it. It was never unboxed. It was a curly Q maker, is what I bought. To make curly Q French fries. You know what I mean? And the picture on the box shows curly Q French fries like you get at Arby's or something. Or like traditional curly Q French fries. That's not what it makes. It makes these little thin things, like Wispies. And I was like, damn it. And see, it showed on the box, and I was gonna get the Wispies and the curly Q French fries. I didn't get my curly Q French fries, and I was mad. And then I went ahead and made the Wispies, and the Wispies weren't worth a damn.
Not worth a damn.
I'm telling you, I was mad.
So see, there's an example for everything. Okay. And when we get to a point, Joe says user error. I'm going to back him up a little bit on user error because sometimes we jump into the business because all we see is the dollar sign. Okay. And you ain't got no idea how you're going to get to the dollar sign. Right. And so all you see is the dollar sign and you say, woohoo, I'm going to make these dollars. Right. And you jump in and a week later you're looking around going, how do I make these dollars? Right. Okay. So that's a pig in a poke. Okay. That's not getting enough information from the start in order to go and get what you need to get in the first place. So, it's not even about if you're tuning into this or you're getting the replay or whatever, and you're going, well, who are they talking about? We're not talking about anybody in particular. We're just talking about business, and we're talking about, being in business for yourself. But don't be stupid, come on now. At some point, you got to stop and go, I don't think I know enough, right? And so silence can be golden, although I will say this. Some of these businesses have the best exterminators ever because they even kill the crickets. All you get is dead silence. Word.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh, I got juiced on that exchange, I think.
Huh?
The one that had the fire in the server room.
Oh.
The exchange that had the fire in the server room.
Oh, no.
I
Tell
don't
me
know,
you
man.
didn't do that one.
Well, yeah,
You didn't do that one, did you?
I did.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Of course I did. The return was too good not to.
The return was too good. So, see, he knew what he was buying and he bought it. Just saying. We love you guys. Thank y'all for coming. Tomorrow is Friday. I promise Joe and I'll have something that we want to talk about tomorrow. You know, we really wanted to start the week or the new year out with a lot of business principles, right? A lot of business principles. And so I promised that every day that I did a live this week, I would talk about kindness for just a second because I'm actually in observance of kindness for 7 days. So today's kindness is really kind of cool because there was a lady in the doctor's office today. She was visibly unhealthy. Okay, she was visibly distraught. Let's put it that way. You know, when someone is sitting in a doctor's office and they're leaning up against the wall and they're like this and they got a big heavy coat on and they're looking and they're wanting to make sure that nobody sees them, then odds are they're not having a real good day. Okay. So what did I do? There was a million chairs in the doctor's office. So what did Chris do? Chris went and sat right beside her. So did. And I said, "Hey there, how are you today?" Very nice, very quietly, you know. And she said, "I'm not having a very good day." And I said, "You know, that happens every once in a while, doesn't it?" And she says, "Well, yeah, it kind of does." And so I started a conversation with the lady. It was very generic in nature. I didn't try to sell her my business or anything like that. So I know that's probably what Joe thought. I sat beside her. I sold her KGX or something. But I didn't.
I didn't think that. I thought you were going to say like it's probably for the cleaners in your house. I'm feeling it.
But I did do this.
Looks like you ordered a gas mask in the house.
I know, right? So I did manage to talk to her probably 5 or 6 minutes, and by the time I left her for the appointment that I was there for, she was smiling back at me. So the kindness was not me sitting beside her.
Well, good.
The kindness was the smile that she gave me in return. So I felt really good about that. Because you know, you never know. And this is what I'm going to say. It is. This is what I'm going to say about that in particular. Okay, and this is not a toot Chris's horn or anything like that. This is a real deal kind of thing. Okay, people are in places that we can't imagine for whatever reason. Okay, we don't know what looks bad to us can be catastrophic for someone else. You know, case in point. Bitcoin is 3581. I had a sell order in for 4,020. I don't think I made it. Do you? You know, I could consider that catastrophic. That's $500 off my price, right? But you know what? It's not a big deal. Markets bounce. It'll bounce back. I didn't sell. I hadn't lost anything. So I say that because I want people truly to understand, you know, when you see someone that is to the point that they are visually, I mean, really, visually, you know, disrupted. They're visually not in a great place. It never hurts to speak to someone, you know, offer them a drink, you know, can I get you something? Are you all right? Can I call someone? You know, sometimes somebody knowing that somebody cared enough to ask that can be the difference between that person staying on the planet or that person going to another realm. Okay. And you know, I don't want to end on a negative Debbie Downer kind of moment, but at the end of the day, really, isn't that what we're all here to do? We're just here to help one another, to love one another, to be good stewards to one another. So let's do the same thing with our businesses and with our business associates. And Joe, you want to close us out today, brother? I seem to have been down a rabbit hole today. I apologize.
Yeah. I just want you to know that if the coffee pot doesn't have a place to put water, it's probably plumbed in. Don't get mad when the curly Q maker doesn't quite work right. It's not that big a deal. Better first. I don't know how the hell else I'm supposed to make curly Qs though. But anyways, I figured that one out.
I don't know.
Hey, don't sweat the small stuff, guys. Remember, think about the crypto space. Let's hit on crypto real quick. It's down a little bit. Stay in it. You know what I mean? If you're watching things, I saw some stuff last night and they told me to sell, and I was like, whatever, and I should have sold. You know what I mean?
Me
but
too, but I
because all my
didn't.
money's tied up in a Singapore exchange that got on fire, apparently. Yeah, like I'm not gonna sell. It's stupid. Why would I sell? Yeah, then yeah, whatever. Hey, we all make mistakes. I'm just getting sick of making them. I tell you what, man. I wish there were so many mistakes you can make in life. You only got so many, so like I'd have them all done yet now. It's like, okay, they're
Right?
done now. Got them out of the way.
I got them out of the way. I'll just get
But
the
anyways,
mistakes
guys,
done first.
have fun. Keep your heads up. It'll all come out. And I'll be honest with you. If you guys want some ATM machines, I got contacts with the same company. You can come straight to me. I'll sell them to you all day long.
All day long.
I'll give you a discount. I'll give you a kickback. I'll give you all of it.
Oh, Lord.
We'll call it Joe JX. I don't give a shit. I'm just kidding, guys.
Lord.
I love you. I'm not really kidding, though. Bye.
That's the thing with him. You never know, do
Love
you?
y'all.
Bye, everybody. We love you guys. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, like,